India has an unprecedented opportunity to replace China as the world's factory, says Frank Xie, a professor in business at the University of South Carolina, Aiken. This opportunity occurs with a backdrop of increasing India-China and US-China tension. Pallam Raju, former Minister of State for Defense and a member of the Indian National Congress, reveals that the CCP's People's Liberation Army (PLA) has penetrated into the Depsang Plains, 18 kilometers within India's territory. Located north of Galwan Valley, where June 15th's clash between Chinese and Indian soldiers occurred, the Depsang Plains also marks the separation between Indian and Chinese-controlled land. In recent years, India has constructed an airport runway close to the Chinese side. Defense Blog, an online media of military affairs, reported that on June 26th, the CCP added forces 30 kilometers southeast of the area's airport, Daulat Beg Oldi. In response, India deployed 36,000 soldiers from 3 infantry divisions equipped with tanks and cannons and warplanes for regular patrolling and securing. But the face-off between India and China goes beyond the military. The Chinese economy has been severely impacted by the pandemic. As of June 28th, Beijing authorities announced that profit from enterprise as of May year to date has decreased by 19.3% when compared to the same period last year. Among its 41 industrial sectors, 30 saw their profits fall. However, the Indian economy has been on the rise. Although India's 2019 GDP was 5.3% and China's 6.1%, India's 8% GDP growth in 2018 surpassed China for the 4th year in a row. While the CCP media claims that India's official GDP numbers were inflated, recent trend shows that the Indian economy may carry more momentum for growth. Furthermore, the United Kingdom left India with the English language and a democratic society, allowing a great competitive advantage over China. In 2019, India's trade with China reached 639.5 billion Chinese yuan, specifically 515.6 billion yuan in exports and 123.9 billion yuan in imports. From this, trade surplus equaled 391.7 billion yuan. Compared with last year, India's exports grew by 2.1% and imports decreased by 0.2%. Frank Xie explains that while China is the world's factory today, India's economy is growing rapidly. Imports from China account for 16% of India's total imports. Therefore, Xie says that India has some leverage. To China, trade with India is not a big amount, but losing trade with India is equivalent to losing a significant trade surplus. While a trade war between India and China may cause a big impact on the global supply chain, it would also present a good opportunity for India, a country that has been eager to usurp global supply lines from China. The opportunity can be a windfall if India can put the pandemic under control domestically, says Xi.